En Estados Unidos.
Estaba pensando en la reunión que
Pues
con el teléfono.
lo que... está bien.
¿Viste que las señoras de Vivi también están tocando más de 10?
Pues iba a decir, depende de qué tanto vas a grabar. Si no vas a grabar mucho, sin teléfono. No necesitas, si vas a grabar mucho, necesitas estar como yo hago, que yo veo los videos de referencia y los grabo, entonces me sirve porque yo estoy usando el teléfono para otra cosa.
So now begins the awkward phase where we wait because the concert doesn't start for another 10 minutes. And thank you for being here and being so quiet. Thank you very much. We will start very soon.
Eso te hago también.
They're a high school student. No, they're not high school students. It's so hard to see with these stage lights. I can't see anything. You're all invisible to me. No, it doesn't seem like there is.
El sonido del teléfono es mejor que el de este teléfono. El sonido, como tú ahí tienes 3 lentes, este solo tienes uno. También, como este, aquí ya lo puedes poner. Ah, pero es más fácil para el no necesitas este, hay unos más bonitos que no tienen esta cosa. Como el de la señora con la que te voy a grabar hoy, es un chévere para. Ella me mandó el link. Es un celular, pero Flor y nada por todos lados. ¿Cuál?
here. And I want to thank, for setting this all up, I want to thank Troop 5115 Tech Crew. They're the students you see behind the scenes. They don't get thanked enough for what they do, so thank you very much. We wanted to start with just a song. We thought that song was fiery fast, and we thought it'd be a good start. We do have some housekeeping rules to talk about. If you have a cell phone, there are a couple of rules for audience members and I guess also for students on stage. Please silence your phones. You are allowed to record. Feel free to, but we ask that you turn off any flash photography as it can become distracting for us on stage. As long as there's silence and there's no flash, I guess those are the only rules. This is the beginning orchestra. It is mostly made up of 6th grade students in their very, very first year of orchestra. Longtime fans of the program may remember that in December at our concert, most of the songs we played we plucked. We didn't use the bow very much, the big thing that we draw across the instrument. Well, we have put in a lot of hours and a lot of practice later. We are now playing a full four-piece concert for you. Like I said, you can see it right there. The next song we will play for you is 2 German folk songs. Thank you very much. Ordinarily, and in previous years, this is where our concert would end. We would play usually these same 3 songs. Actually, no, we wouldn't. We would play, instead of Abstraction, the first song, we would play an easier song. And then we would play 2 German folk songs and Russian music box. But this group, since the first week of school, has pushed the envelope and has really made me work for my money. They have learned things at a pace I could not believe. So, they heard the chamber orchestra, which is the group you're about to hear, play a song called Dragon Hunter, which I would consider to be more of an intermediate level piece, not very beginner friendly, but I knew they were up for the task. So what you're going to see is, as long as the 7th graders from chamber orchestra join us wherever they are, I can't see on the audio, I can't see on the wing. We're going to have the 7th graders in the advanced orchestra come up and join us so you can get a little sneak peek of what the advanced orchestra is going to look like next year. And like I said, I am so incredibly proud of this group. I believe I have the best students at the school. I know every teacher says that, but when I say it, I'm right. Thank you for laughing at that. But I was serious. So, like I said, I'm stalling to give them time to set up. Hopefully it's working. Like I said, this is Dragon Hunter. It is an advanced level piece, and these kids, everything I throw at them, man, they work hard to do. So I'm so proud of this group. Enjoy our last piece, Dragon Hunter.
Está de alto. Sofía se puso vestida al final. No está con pantalones negros.
this group. One, because I'm very proud of them. Two, because of all the work they put in. They deserve to be heard. They're a great group. But three, I'm excited because I want the beginners to hear why we work so hard, why we do what we do. I'm sure you know how teenagers are. Some days they walk into that orchestra room and man, it's like pulling teeth. But usually around this time of year is when I see them really, really working hard, and I want to remind them that this is why we work, so we can perform great music at this high of a level. I'll try not to talk too much, but I do have a lot to say. The next song we're playing is called El Toro by Don Brubaker, and it is going to feature two of our students. It is going to feature on cello Luis Mestre and Abigail Rivera. MPA, which stands for Music Performance Assessment. All schools are required to bring the band, chorus, orchestra, and this year what we did was, well, let me tell you more about the event. We go to a completely different school. Some of you may remember the field trip forms I had to sign. Get on the bus, go to another school. We have to play an entire concert for a panel of judges in an auditorium just like this one. And the judges rate us on how well we played, how well we stay together, how good everyone sounds, a lot of things. And they rate you on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being the best, 5 being, well, you don't want to get a 5. And this group earned a perfect score. We call it a straight superior score this year. A rubric with a bunch of numbers like, hey, they played this very well, 5 out of 5 points here, 5 out of 5 points there. The most number of points you can earn on a rubric is 68 points, and one of the judges gave us 67 points. I know that number. And another judge gave us 66, so I'm so proud of this group for doing so well this year. Every single year they ask us teachers to nominate a few students for an award, Excellence Award, Leadership Award, and I did that, so be on the lookout for that. But I wanted to award a particular student here tonight for their contributions all 3 years that they've been in orchestra. There were a lot of incredible students on the stage. It is very hard to pick just one, but I limited myself to one because we would be here forever. So this student in particular has been with me as their student for whatever reason since they were in 6th grade. They have always been a phenomenal student, and it has been a pleasure watching this particular student grow into the young adult that they are. Every time I ever need any help, hey, can you help me with the chorus concert? Hey, can you help me with the band concert? Hey, what are you doing after school? I could use some help moving stuff to the stage. So for their contributions in leadership, musicianship, and academics, I would like to present the Music Stallion Excellence Award to Luis Mestre Caceres. So yes, our final song that we will be playing in just the chamber orchestra is the theme from How to Train Your Dragon. If you didn't know, our theme for the school this year was The Sky's the Limit, because we were in a B last year and we were shooting for that A, and I truly believe in my heart we will make it. So if you notice, we actually played a song called Firestar, which is attributed to the planet Mars. We played a song called Jupiter, probably pretty obvious what that's about. And we are now playing a song about the sky, How to Train Your Dragon. One last thing, there's so many people I have to thank, and oh my god, I forgot. All the teachers are here. Miss Roberts, the chorus teacher, who's always helping with these concerts. And our admin at the school, who you don't always like your boss, but I definitely do it. I'm not just saying that because they pay me. I genuinely love the work they do. I love what's going on in our school, and I'm very, very proud of it. They have other events to attend, but I will let them know, and hopefully you might let them know that I shouted them out. Thank you very much. Here is How to Train Your Dragon.
Bravo.
on stage now. I'm sure they'll show up.
They're all home.
Well, they're somewhere. They're probably grabbing their skirts. Speaking of, let me talk a little bit about our 8th graders, and we're going to invite Mr. Gillum here to come up and talk about high school there. Hurry up, like. So, if you are an 8th grader right now in chamber orchestra, would you please stand up? All right, so round of applause for our 8th graders. Unforgettable. I would not be a music teacher today if I wasn't in high school band. I was a band kid, if you couldn't tell. And please, 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 please encourage your child to continue doing music because what they have is a gift. And groups like this don't happen by accident. It takes a talented, dedicated group of students. And any high school they go to, no matter what high school, would be at a loss if they don't join the orchestra program there. So please, parents, encourage your students to talk or to join, talk to the older students of the high school, how do I get into orchestra? While I'm at it, I would also like to invite the director of orchestras here at Cypress Creek. This is going to be, oh no, he's right there. Mr. G, down there, do you want the microphone, Mr. G?
I just want to take a moment to welcome you to Cypress Creek High School. Those of you who will be hopefully transitioning to join us, we are so excited to have you. So on behalf of our principal, Principal Horn, I'd like to welcome you here tonight. We are always in partnership with our middle schools and trying to help support what they're doing. As we get ready for the summer months, I'm going to just bring some quick reminders. I threw up some things for you, making the kids make sure they have practice goals through the summer, that they're practicing throughout the weeks, try to make it fun for them, try to give them new experiences, build their skills throughout the summer, invest in things like private lessons, and keeping them connected with things like youth orchestras and playing for summer camps throughout the summer. And then just making sure that they get a chance to actually perform for you. You should be hearing that talent and growth in your own homes and making sure that you're kind of supporting those efforts to help them with their transition into high school. We will be once again featuring a summer camp in July. It is a free summer camp. It is to prepare our incoming students, our new students, and our returning students for the new upcoming school term. That will be taking place in July 13th through 17th. It is a free camp for students to attend, but they have to register. We are now doing pre-registration. You can see these posters in the front. There's one big sign here. You can scan the QR code, and then that will give you the chance to fill in the form and make sure that your kid gets registered. We are currently accepting current 8th graders who will be 9th graders next year. We will also be accepting 7th graders who will be 8th graders next year. So we have a rising 8th graders and we have rising 9th graders who can participate in the summer camp. So again, we hope to see many of you here for that opportunity.
Thank you. So for our final song, we are going to attribute it to our outgoing 8th graders as well as the high schoolers because Meadow will always be home for them. We are going to play the song Remember Me from Coco featuring our very own Eric Doe.
I'm old. I should hold on to stuff.
Yo decía que no guarde el violín para que te tomen la foto con el violín. Así como hizo la señora, mira. Se fue.